Training Module 5, use of the contextualized SBAM tool used on a building scale. We will consider in this presentation an indicator for the solid waste from building operation. This falls under the issue of environmental loadings under the category of solid and liquid wastes. So basically the objective of this indicator is to facilitate the separation of collection and recycling of solid waste from the building operation. The concept of this indicator is to reduce the loading on landfills, because landfills are increasingly a pressing problem since less land is available for the use of waste. And as such, segregation of waste is a priority because it reduces the amount of waste that ends up in the landfill, and it introduces the possibility of reuse and recycling. This indicator is calculated as the ratio of the number of collectible solid waste categories within 100 meters walking distance from the building's entrance to the reference solid waste categories, and it's expressed as a percentage. The indicator can be evaluated as an estimation during the design stage or as an actual measurement during the occupancy stage. The 7 categories considered in this indicator are paper, plastic, metal, glass, wet waste, textiles, and special hazardous waste as separate waste collection points. So in this calculation we need to identify the availability and position of the bins for these 7 solid waste categories. We have to calculate the walking distance in meters from the building's main entrance to each of these containers, evaluate how many of these 7 categories are within a 100-meter walking distance, and then we calculate the ratio as the number of those bins which are available within 100 walking distance divided by 7. If a single bin is used to collect different waste types, then this can be added more than one. So it means that if a single bin is used to collect both glass and metal, then this will have a value of 2 rather than 1. So the assessment method, you collect the necessary documentation. So basically you need the municipality's regulation about solid waste management, plan of the area in which the building is located, and the position of the waste collection areas, as well as the types of categories that exist in that area. Then you calculate the walking distance from the main entrance to the waste category bin, and then one has to determine the number of waste categories which are available within 100 meters from the entrance. Then we divide this by 7. So this is the actual calculation. You have A, which is the number of collection points available within 100 meters, divided by 7. Now we have an example. So we have this building, and we have 6 collection points. We compute the walking paths from the entrances to each of these bins, and we find out that they are all within a 100-meter threshold. So we see that they are within 100 meters from the entrances. So all are within 100 meters. We have to consider all of them. So basically the computation of the indicator is 6 out of 7, which would be 86%. Now we have a similar exercise. We have 7 bins. Okay, you need to compute the distance from the entrance point and see how much they are within 100-meter threshold. So in this case we can see that for all the waste categories These are all within 100 meters walking distance from the entrance to the container, and so the indicator would be 7 out of 7, which would be 100%.